Okay, let's talk about one of the most common conversations in English, but one that can be surprisingly tricky, that Monday morning chat about the weekend. We're going to show you how to break out of that good you cycle and actually turn that small talk into a real conversation. Sound familiar? You know the feeling. It's Monday, a coworker asks about your weekend, and boom, conversational dead end. You are not alone, I promise. It's a classic communication trap, but the good news is it's one we can totally learn to escape. So just look at this. On the left, you've got the trap. I mean, it's polite, sure, but it goes absolutely nowhere. Now look over at the escape on the right. See that? Just a little bit of detail and it completely changes everything. It opens the door for a real follow-up. That, right there, is the difference between just making noise and actually connecting. So, how do we make that escape our new default? Well, it's not about suddenly becoming a super outgoing person overnight. It's way simpler. It's just about having the right tools in your pocket. So, let's walk through a few of them right now. All right, our first tool is all about the opening move. How you start the conversation can make or break it. The question you ask really sets the stage for everything else. So instead of that default, how was your weekend, which almost always gets a one-word answer like good, try one of these. They're just better. They're more open. They don't ask for a simple rating like good or bad. They're asking for a little story. They invite the other person to talk about what they did. Honestly, if you only remember one phrase from this whole thing, make it this one. What did you get up to? It's just so friendly, so natural, and it basically begs for details. It makes it super easy for the other person to give you something interesting to work with. Okay, so you've asked a killer question, and now the spotlight swings back to you. What do you say when someone asks you about your weekend? Well, that brings us to tool number 2, telling a better story. And your secret weapon for telling a good story? It's the descriptive adjective. Think about it. Instead of just saying good, you're giving the listener a vibe, a real feeling about your weekend. It instantly adds color and makes your story way more engaging. And you have so many options to play with here. Was your weekend relaxing, maybe even peaceful? Or was it exciting, a total blast? Or hey, maybe it was just busy and nonstop. Picking one of these words instead of good immediately makes your answer 1,000 times better. Now, you want to take it to the next level? Here's how. Pair that awesome descriptive word with just one specific detail. So instead of, it was productive, you say, it was productive, I finally organized my entire apartment. That one little detail, it's the perfect hook for them to grab onto for their follow-up question. All right, so you've asked a great question, they've given you a great answer. Now what? You can't let it die there. Our third and final tool is all about keeping that ball in the air. This is so important. A great conversation is not an interview, it's a tennis match. Your reaction is what shows you are actually listening and that you're interested, which is what makes the other person want to share more. We can actually break this down into 3 super simple steps. First, you have to actually listen for that specific detail they shared. Second, give a quick, energetic reaction. And third, ask a question about that detail. That's it. It's a simple formula, and trust me, it works every single time. And for that react step, these little phrases are pure gold. They inject energy into the chat and make the other person feel like you're really hearing them. Even something as simple as, oh, really? Can make all the difference in the world. So let's recap. We've got our 3 tools. Asking better questions, telling a better story, and keeping it all flowing. Now let's see what it looks like when we put it all into practice. Remember the trap and the escape from the start? Okay, check out the after column now. See what's happening? A asks a better question. What did you get up to? B uses a great adjective, productive, and adds that specific detail about the apartment. Then A comes in with a reaction, wow, and a perfect follow-up question. It's seamless. It's a real conversation. So here it is. This is your cheat sheet, your checklist for never having a boring weekend chat again. If you can just remember these 5 simple steps, you'll never fall into that conversational trap again. This is your blueprint for a great exchange every single time. And really, why does any of this matter? Because it's not just about sounding better in English. It's about taking these routine, totally forgettable moments and turning them into genuine points of connection with the people in your life. The tools are all yours now, so the only question left is, are you ready to put them to use and totally master next Monday?